The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Look at the big man rumble, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Buckley. Down at the 25. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. On 1st down, Buckley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Off play action. Rich. And it'll be intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Powering his way forward. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
They'll try again.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Golden Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a gain of 11. Back to throw. Rich. And incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Sentinels have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Golden Eagles 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
2nd and 11. Complete to Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
It's incomplete. Took a the shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 9 now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rich. Going to be brought down here in the backfield. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw. Rich.
He's going to get there.
And the ball is knocked out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They're going to look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Golden Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Porter. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Rich. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15.
What a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bryant, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here now, 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their